A New York man is in trouble for painting the squirrels in his neighborhood. Hurricanes are becoming so strong they need to add a new category. And free samples of cocaine lead to an arrest of a man in Calgary. These are the weird stories for Wednesday on Weird AF News, the only daily weird news podcast in the universe. I'm your host, Jonesy. Thanks for joining me. I have 3 weird news stories from around the world. Let's go. A man painted the squirrels in his neighborhood for research purposes. The New York State Department of Conservation has issued a request to everyone in the public to please not paint the squirrels. I know some of you out there don't approve of the earth tones that we see amongst nature's creatures. You'd like to see something more colorful. You want to see some squirrels that look like drag queens, I assume. That seems exciting. Maybe possums with a colorful purple mohawk would be cool. But no, you're not allowed to paint the squirrels. So the New York State Department of Conservation went to Twitter, also known as X, and tweeted, "Never thought we'd have to say this, but guys, don't paint the squirrels." Now, this all occurred when the Environmental Conservation Organization was contacted regarding an incident where a suspect had been painting the squirrels and then releasing them into a nearby park. They conducted a surveillance of the area. They saw a bright red squirrel crossing the street a block away from the suspect's home during this investigation. I love how they staked out his house with binoculars looking for colorful squirrels. It's a big-time mission, man. How'd you like to be the guy doing that? 30 years on the force, here I am looking for red squirrels. Eventually, the suspect admitted to trapping squirrels and then painting them as a method to keep track of which ones were returning to his yard, causing his dogs to bark uncontrollably. This guy was upset about the dogs barking. These dang squirrels making my dogs bark. Can't you just kill a squirrel with a 5-iron? Just kidding, guys. I can't believe that came out of my mouth. Oh, I don't condone killing Mother Nature's beautiful creatures. Don't be killing squirrels. Don't be killing possums. I approve of stepping on cockroaches because they're the devil. I love squirrels, by the way. I feed the squirrels that come visit me on my balcony because I'm extremely lonely. And that's a place where I like to smoke cannabis and feed the squirrels. Just a little insight about my amazing life. Now, this maniac squirrel painter has been ticketed for violations relating to trapping, transporting, and liberating wildlife. Why would you get a ticket for liberating wildlife? Seems like a nice thing to do for the wildlife, liberate them. You know, I think we should go to SeaWorld and liberate all of them. This guy was also charged for the mistreatment of animals as well. I guess it's cruelty to animals if you're painting them. What if he's using like a safe, natural, non-toxic dye? Some kind of Crayola crayon product, right? There you go. Go, my pretty beasts. When I was reading about this story, it made me think of the movie Reservoir Dogs, where the guy gives all of the bank robbers code names that are colors. He's like, all right, you're Mr. Black, you're Mr. White, you're Mr. Blue, you're Mr. Brown, and you're Mr. Pink. Why do I got to be Mr. Pink? Because you're gay, that's why. Yeah, why do I got to be Mr. Brown? That's kind of close to Mr. Shit. Would you rather be Mr. Pink? How about this? How about I'm Mr. Purple, all right? I like purple. I'll be Mr. Purple. Nobody's picking out the colors. I pick out the colors. You're Mr. Pink, all right? There's another Mr. Purple on another job. Who cares what your name is? Oh, that's easy for you to say. You're Mr. White. You got a cool name. All right, guys, listen up. We could do this 2 ways. It's my way or the highway. A study says that hurricanes are becoming so strong that they need a new category. Hurricanes are becoming quite potent due to the climate crisis. They're saying that the classification of hurricanes should be expanded to include another category, furthering the scale from the standard 1 to 5. Geez, how do we make this higher, guys? It goes 1 to 5. What's higher than 5? Anybody? Geez, I'm just a comedian. I can't answer such questions. How about we call the hurricane higher than 5? Whee! So it's categories 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and whee! Or just go to 11. My hurricane goes up to 11. It says over the past decade, 5 storms would have been classed at this new category, strength higher than 5. Researchers say they're going to call it Category 6 for the time being until they can settle on something else. Just settle on the 6, bro. This category would include all hurricanes with sustained winds of 192 miles per hour or more. Wow, that's pretty high there. It's like nearly 200 miles an hour. You could probably fly at 200 miles an hour just by standing out there and spreading your arms and yelling, "Jesus, take me up! Jesus, take me up! I'm ready to fly!" Researchers are saying that these mega hurricanes are becoming more likely due to global heating, due to the warming of the oceans and the atmosphere, unless, of course, you deny such things. Michael Weiner, a scientist, said the 192 mile per hour category is probably the fastest, and it's faster than most Ferraris. It's hard to even imagine. He has proposed this new category 6, along with his fellow researcher James Cawson. Wow, these geniuses. What are they getting paid over there? Guys, I think if it's above 5, we just go with number 6. What do you think about that? This is, it's a little complex, but I think even people in Florida could understand this new scale. The hurricane scale classifies any hurricane with a sustained maximum wind speed of 74 miles per hour or more to be a Category 1, with the scale rising the faster the winds rise. Category 3 and above is considered to include major hurricanes that risk severe damage to property and life, with the strongest, Category 5, including all storms that are 157 miles per hour or more. But this new study is arguing that this is a new class of hurricanes we're seeing with even more extreme storms, and they demand their own category. They include Typhoon Haiyan, which killed more than 6,000 people in the Philippines in 2013, and Hurricane Patricia, which reached a top speed of 215 miles per hour when it formed near Mexico in 2015. Researchers go on to say the current scale is an imperfect measure of the dangers posed to people by a hurricane, which mostly come via severe rainfall and coastal flooding rather than the strong winds themselves, but that a new Category 6 would highlight the heightened risks brought by the climate crisis. Their main purpose, they say, is to raise awareness that climate change is affecting the most intense storms. I say have fun with this and don't even use numbers. Just use some fun phrases and names, like a Category 1 could be Metallica. It's pretty cool. Category 2 could be Satan's Sneeze. Category 3 could be Where's My Damn House? Category 6 could be Let's all get Social Security numbers tattooed on our bodies for later identification. Hey, do you want to create a podcast? Well, Spotify's platform lets you easily make, record, distribute a podcast everywhere and even earn money. And it's all in one place. And it's free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters. You can record, edit on your phone or your computer, send it to Spotify and everywhere podcasts are heard. They even have video podcasting options as well. Spotify for Podcasters allows you to earn money with ads and subscriptions too. Best of all, it's free. Try it. Download Spotify for Podcasters or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started. And good luck with your podcast. Good luck with your life, man. Free cocaine samples lead to an arrest of a Calgary man. A man who Calgary police say was giving free samples of cocaine to people outside a casino has been charged. Well, how the heck else are you going to market your highly addictive substance business? Guy's like, well, I tried Facebook ads, but, those are very costly. It was a lot cheaper just to give out some free grams to the people coming out of the casino. Police were informed about an individual a few weeks ago who was passing out business cards that had small baggies of cocaine stapled to them. I love this. You're telling me I can get free cocaine at the casino? Here I am paying for it, buying it from shady dudes in the parking lot of a post office. What the heck, man? The business cards, which included the name Alex Lee, as well as contact information, helped police track down the suspect. This guy. Well, I love where his heart's at, but he's not very bright. You just put your information on it like this wasn't going to come back to you, Alex Lee. Dude's like, hey, if you enjoyed this Coke, give me a call if you're still awake. I do door deliveries, I assume. Free cocaine out in the world. Wow. I guess that police officer that spoke at my middle school 25 years ago was not lying. People will offer me free drugs at some point. It says here the police monitored this guy, Alex Lee, for an entire month as the officers gathered further evidence consistent with drug trafficking, as well as about the vehicle that the person was driving. They eventually stopped a white 2020 Toyota Tundra and arrested the man. The officers searched the vehicle as well as the home of this individual and found 60 grams of cocaine packaged in more than 50 baggies, a digital scale that was tainted with drug residue, and over $1,000 in cash. They also seized a package of business cards bearing the name Alex Lee. I'm wondering if he had like a catchy phrase on the card that was like, "I'm Alex Lee, and the first sniff's on me. If you'd like more, call and I'll come to your door." All right, guys, I'm just trying to make up some catchy marketing phrases for Alex Lee here. Not that I'm condoning giving out free cocaine. I mean, come on. I mean, you can't do that. Although, I've experienced the free cocaine. Not too often, but people in Hollywood will sometimes give you free cocaine, but the problem is you have to do it with them, usually in a restroom, and listen to them tell you all of their screenplay ideas. It's just, oh my, get me out of here. At the end of the day, it says here, this 30-year-old man is charged with 2 counts of trafficking a controlled substance, 1 count of possession for the purpose of trafficking, and 3 counts of possession of proceeds of crime under $5,000. Anyone with information about this incident or anyone who has received the free cocaine should call the local police. I'm going to say you're probably not getting any calls from anyone who's received free cocaine. That's my hot take on that. Hey, my friends and loyal listeners of the Weird AF News podcast, I appreciate your time. Thanks for checking me out today. Please subscribe to the show if you're new to it and would like more weird news. We're available on all podcast players and even YouTube. I want to give some love, give some thanks to Kelly Cardwell and family. Kelly bought me some coffees off my website, weirdafnews.com. You can just click on the coffee mug and buy Jonesy some coffees, and then you can write a little love note. Kelly wrote me, 1 coffee from each of us, Jonesy. Enjoy. The kids and I have been dedicated listeners for nearly 4 years now. Good luck with your life, man. Yeah, Kelly and family have been listening for years. OG fans of the show. Shout out to Kelly Cardwell and fam. Sound like wonderful people I could spend a weekend with. Also, Christine Martin bought me coffee as well. Christine Martin. So shout out to Christine for her generosity. She wrote, I listened to your podcast where the lady on the plane had a boa constrictor for an emotional support animal. Jonesy, you then sang, hold me closer, boa constrictor. And I literally had my coffee come out of my nose, so I thought it was only fitting that I buy you a coffee for my burst of laughter. Cheers, Christine Martin. Isn't that a lovely little message from Christine Martin? I made coffee come out her nose, apparently. I didn't intend to do that, Christine. That's not what I'm all about here. I do recommend you drinking coffee while you listen to Weird AF News, though. That's one of the better ways to listen to Weird AF News. Have some coffee or whatever chemicals you enjoy in the morning. Or nighttime. You can listen to the show at night as well. Shout out to Christine Martin for buying coffees. I'm such a lucky guy. I got people buying me coffees and telling me they love me. Isn't that great? Got a nice email from Jason Steen as well. Jason from Chicago sent me a story to follow up on. And then wrote, keep up the good work, Jonesy, and don't let those butt-hurt reviewers get you down. You can't make everybody happy. So give less Fs, my friend. Your pal from Chicago, Jason. Cool guy, Jason. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate the email. Jason sounds like someone I could be close friends with. So maybe if I'm in Chicago, Jason, we can chill. Lovely. If you guys want to email me, it's pretty easy. funnyjones@gmail.com. You can also call the show, 646-450-2012. Leave me a message. You can also slide into my DMs on Instagram, @funnyjones. That's the way to do it. If you want to support the show, go to weirdafnews.com where you can buy me a coffee or join the Patreon as well. All right, I know you're very busy. I won't keep you awake. Toodaloo!